Welcome to our short video on how to set up your Google Voice account. If you've been assigned a Google Voice account through the district, you should receive an email to set up the account. If you have not, you can go to voice.google.com. We will go through both of those processes in the next few steps. Let's take a quick moment to look at how to set up the Google Voice account using the email you were sent. In the email, it gives you the new phone number which you were using. And then at the very bottom, it says to get started, you need to activate the Google app. Now, if you're on your phone checking your email, you can use Android or iOS. And if you're on the computer, use the web version. I'm going to use the web version. Let's get started. The service address is preset for you. You don't need to change anything. You can link your Google Voice account to another phone number. So if you're not on the internet to receive the call, it will ring your phone number. Add in your phone number. A code will be sent to that phone number that you listed. Once you receive it, enter it here. Your linked phone number has been successfully added. Remember, you can change that or delete it at any time in your settings. Now we are at the Google Voice home screen. Let's quickly look at how to set up the account using voice.google.com. Type voice.google.com into the URL at the top of the screen, and then click on Sign In. Now select your district Google account. Sign in. Prior to getting to your home screen, you're going to get all the prompts to set up your account as you did in our previous setup directions. Let's look at some of the setup features for Google Voice. Up here in the right-hand corner, let's choose Settings. Now these are all of our options located on the left-hand side, but you can just scroll through them here. Let's talk about account information first. Phone number for your voice account is listed here. That is set by the district and you cannot change it, as is the service address. Now it tells me what devices I have connected to this account. I have the web version, and then I also have the app downloaded on my phone and it connected. This is where we can link other phone numbers. So when we did the setup, we did show how to put in your cell phone number or your home phone number, or you could put in your office number. When you add this number, then it will send a verification code to that number, and then you can finish those settings. You can add more than one. So for messages, you only have one option here, and that is how you forward messages. So do you want messages forwarded to your district email or not? Calls looks at your settings for outgoing and incoming calls. You want to set it up as an anonymous caller ID so your number will not appear when you make outgoing calls. You can turn that on. I have 2 devices hooked up, the web and also my phone. And here I can decide whether I want my calls answered by one or both. So I can turn one on and not the other. If I have them both on, then my phone will ring and also it will ring on my computer. Call forwarding shows any of the linked numbers you have to the account, and then you can choose which ones you want calls forwarded to. So you can leave more than one on, or just one, or none. Also, how you get email alerts for missed calls. Do you also want an email to be sent to your district email? And then call screening. Here you can choose whether you want to hear the caller's name when you pick up the phone. And then lastly here is show the Google Voice number as caller ID when forwarding. So I like to know the caller's number, but if you want to know that it's coming from your Google Voice number, you can turn that on and then your Google Voice phone number will show up and it would be easily identified that way. Let's take a look at voicemail. Here is our voicemail settings. It is defaulted to our Google Voice default, which is just a generic message, and you have the options to record additional greetings. Phone, so you have to enable your microphone on. your computer, or you can do it on your phone and then record your greeting. I can manage my greetings. You can have up to 10 voicemail messages. So I have a general one for Tempe Union High School, and then I have a specific one. Maybe I'm making outgoing calls for some data that I'm collecting, and when I want people to call back in, I want them to hear something very specific. You can set them as active. Right now I have the default, but if I want to set this one as active, my general, I'm going to move that to the top, update it. You can rename them or you can delete them altogether. And here for voicemail notification, you can turn on or off if you want that via email. Thank you for watching our video on Google Voice. If you have additional questions or need more support, please put in a ticket to IT.